The reason why corrupt government insists that you use proper channels is because they control proper channels, and they are confident that whatever corruption you are trying to expose will never see the light of day, and neither will you. Coming up, South Africa, we have a new problem under police department. And this new problem we are having is called Firoz Cachalia. This guy here. Firoz Cachalia. Some of you will remember that this is the guy who, the moment he was hired to replace Senzo Mchunu, immediately, within short space of time, he started attacking General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Without even gathering evidence first to say, look, let me gather evidence so that when I talk in a position of understanding what Mkhwanazi is talking about. Immediately, he started attacking Mkhwanazi. That immediately tells you that this is a hired gun to attack Muanazi, to make sure that Mkhwanazi doesn't continue with what he has already started with. Well, he was in an interview. He was invited for an interview, I think, by Sunday World. I want you to listen to him here. Listen to this guy, and I don't know what's wrong with these people. They always give it to us. Their intentions as to why they are here. Same thing applies to this Firoz Cachalia. He didn't want to keep us guessing as to why he's here. He's here to take down Mkhwanazi at all costs, just like Paul O'Sullivan. Let's listen to this interview, guys, and listen to these shocking utterances from this guy. Listen to this.
Are you surprised by what Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi had to say about the police?
I was surprised and shocked by what he had to say, as I think everyone in the country was. So I will say this about that. I don't think that, ordinarily speaking, commissioners, there's a national commissioner. There is a process to be followed. And accountability is ultimately to the minister and to the president. That's how a democratic system should work. Otherwise, you have anarchy. So that's ordinarily what should be expected of a person who holds a very senior position, who is well schooled, who understands the constitutional arrangements and the rules that apply when you exercise the authority at that level. Now, whether or not he was justified in going public in that way will become clear in time. If it turns out that the facts, which are as yet to be determined, have merit, have substance, he would be fully vindicated in doing what he has. Because sometimes the rules themselves are an obstacle. So when I have the opportunity to meet him, that's what I will say to him. What is ordinarily expected is what is expected. He has decided to step out of the parameters which are usually binding. And we will see. The public certainly thinks that it was high time that somebody has the courage and the determination to step up and say, tell the truth. These are the facts as he understands them. And I understand that sentiment. And I will give him also due consideration. And we'll see in 3 months' time the commission will make some findings.
Yep. In this interview, guys, you can see that Firoz Cachalia is just going deeper and deeper, attacking General Mkhwanazi, that General Mkhwanazi didn't follow protocols. Protocols, ne? Exactly. Right? He is just going for him. He is just targeting him, that trying to express to us how wrong Mkhwanazi was. And at no point where he talks about the severity of these allegations that Mkhwanazi has brought, and how dangerous are these allegations to countries' security. No, he doesn't focus on that. He just focuses on telling us how wrong Muanazi was by taking this whole thing on national TV and not trying by all means to follow the protocols or follow proper channels. This is shocking. He doesn't talk about the criminal infiltration, or should I say the criminals that have infiltrated the police system all the way to the government. He doesn't breathe a word about those criminals at all. He just focuses on just hitting on Muanazi. So, which is clear as day to us that this is a hired gun. Definitely, he is a hired gun targeting no one else but Muanazi. Another thing that Kachalia didn't talk about is the disbandment of that political killing task team. He never mentioned that in this interview. And you know why? And you know why he didn't want to touch on that political killing task team? Is because he knows very well that Senzo Mchunu didn't follow the very same protocol that Kachalia is imposing on General Mkhwanazi. Senzo Mchunu was supposed to, if maybe he realizes that he doesn't like the task team anymore for whatever reason, he was supposed to communicate with the national commissioner, which is Fanima Masemola, to say, hey, look, we have this problem. Then Fanima Masemola would have just, of course, taken that and gathered all his commissioners and generals and his deputies and just making sure that they discuss this. Bring everyone in, including General Mkhwanazi. Making sure that they talk about this issue, then they come up with a solution of whether the political killing task team has to be disbanded or not. But Mkhunu didn't do that. He just decided on this on his own and just disbanded the team. That's exactly what he did, without following the very same protocol that Kachalia is imposing on General Mkhwanazi right now. So that's why Kachalia is not touching this issue now, because he knows that Mkhunu didn't follow protocol. Even worse, he is a minister. He should do something that is supposed to be a second nature to him. That's why we have the hierarchy of structure going all the way down. Now, guys, let's take a look at this protocol that Firoz Cachalia says Mkhwanazi should have followed. Wow, guys, this Kachalia guy, this is unbelievable. Nah, man, I don't know what's happening in this guy's head. Listen to this. Kachalia says Mkhwanazi should have, the moment he discovers all these information, he should have done further research. After doing a research, of which of course Mkhwanazi did that already. After the research, then Mkhwanazi was supposed to compile a report, write a report, put all these criminals and everything that he exposed there on that media briefing there, put everything in a report and submit that report to his boss, which is Fanima Masemola, the national commissioner. Then obviously Masemola will have taken a look at this report, look at it, read it and see, check it, and of course pass it on to who? To Senzo Mchunu. Please note, Senzo Mchunu is implicated in this same report. So, and Mchunu was supposed to do what? Would have opened it and looked at this report, okay, and of course Naye would have done the same thing, passed the report on to the president. Oh! Then the president obviously would have taken a look at that list. Then and the president would have decided, okay, now look, this report, and the president would have, of course, make sure that he calls the SIUs or call the Hawks to come and arrest Senzo Mkhunu, who submitted the report to the president. Oh my goodness, man. Yeah. Now, that's Kachala's intelligence. That's what he says General Mkhwanazi should have done. Is he sick in his head? This Madala guy, this professor guy? Kachalia guys, nah. How can Senzo Mkhunu receive a report from Masimola, the national commissioner, a report that implicates him? Look at the report. Oh, this is what I did. Oh, this is what I did. And see his name there and see everyone in there as per General Mkhwanazi's and close the report and pass it on to the president. Say, President, here are the criminals. Arrest them. Yeah, guys. Then, of course, president will decide whether he just call the Hawks or SIUs to just arrest Senzo Mkhunu. Really now. And that's how this Kachalia guy exposed himself, that he's just there. He's a hired gun. He's just targeting General Mkhwanazi, making sure that Mkhwanazi doesn't go on with what he has already started doing, bringing down the corruption and the cartels, including the corrupt politicians. So this Firoz Cachalia guy, he's there to stop, if not to dismiss or even to kill Mkhwanazi. So South Africa, now you know how critical it is now to really make sure that we protect Mkhwanazi. That is very important, guys, that we protect Mkhwanazi at all costs. Hashtag hands off Mkhwanazi. Let's protect Mkhwanazi. Let's pray for Mkhwanazi, because Cyril has released his army to take Mkhwanazi down. One of which, of course, is the Firoz Cachalia guy. Imagine, he is a police minister. You can see the power that this guy is wielding. He's a powerhouse. He's a powerhouse. He will make sure that Mkhwanazi is out, if not dead. And you can tell that even here, you can tell that this man is not here to serve the people of South Africa, but the man is here to serve the ANC. Whatever ANC says is right, according to the ANC, it is what it is. The man is not here to serve you and me. No, forget it. But he's here to serve ANC. He's here to back up. He's here to serve Cyril, to back up and protect Cyril and to serve him. Listen to this.
Strong language and firmness must be communicated to the public. But I do not believe that Skopskit and Donner brings down crime. In fact, what it does is criminalize the police.
So it criminalizes them in what way?
Because they then start acting, and they're encouraged to act unlawfully. We have some allegations of torture with our history. I can't believe that we still have a situation where there are such allegations. I was tortured. I know what it means to be in a prison cell and be tortured by the police. You know many stories of that, Mike. I'm not saying, look, we know what that means. Shoot to kill. Giving the police a license to murder is not the answer. What we need is, the police have to be well protected, well trained to exercise to use force. They must be able to use force, but they must be able to use force within the limits of the law. I think my appointment is being appreciated in the ANC, and it's being appreciated in the ANC because comrades in the ANC know what I stand for. And they know that I will defend the integrity of the ANC because that integrity requires that I defend the integrity of the country. Of course, today, because 30 years, so many people have been turned out to be suspect in this regard in the ANC, that many people feel liberation movement, when it was born in 1912, was a source of pride to our people, and across the continent, and across the world. I know that history. I will defend that history.
So what do you think? Let me hear your comment below, and of course, if you are coming for the first time, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.